major stories tonight. President Muhammadu Buhari tasked police cadets on excellence in policing. Former Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun solicits support for APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu. Plus, update from the world of sports. Good evening and thank you for joining us on NTA Abeokuta Channel 12 News. My name is Anyola Balogun. Now the news in full. Graduating cadets of the Nigeria Police Academy, Kano, have been challenged to raise the bar of excellencies in policing the increasingly complex Nigerian society, as today's landscape extends beyond land, sea, and air into the vast territories of cyberspace. President Muhammadu Buhari, who threw the challenge at the passing out parade of the fourth regular course of the Nigeria Police Academy, Kano, said all acts of crime and criminality must be dealt with decisively. State House correspondent Damo Sambo has details.
With the provision of knowledge for service as major preoccupation, the Nigeria Police Academy Kano has been living up to its philosophy of producing a highly reformed, mobile, innovative, efficient, and civil police. At this colorful ceremony, attended by Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, prominent traditional rulers from across Kano State, and other personalities from all walks of life, President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned 205 cadets of the fourth regular course of the institution established in 1998. And having been equipped with knowledge and skills, President Buhari said the young officers are expected to boost the capacity of the Nigeria Police in service delivery at a time new technologies provided a platform for the emerging offenses to reach unprecedented levels.
Many of the enemies you will confront will be permanently faceless or concealed, leveraging technology to wage warfare that has the potential to be even more destructive than anything the world has ever known. We must focus on prevention of cyber attacks against critical national infrastructure.
He said in a world where insecurity is constantly evolving, law enforcement responses have to equally evolve, not just to keep up, but to stay ahead as government continues to demonstrate zero tolerance for crime and criminality. A major high point of the ceremony was the presentation of a sword of honor by President Muhammadu Buhari to the best graduating cadet officer, Rachel Oluwatosin Babarinde. 1,748 officers have so far graduated from the Nigeria Police Academy, Wudil Kano. Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Still on Mr. President, today in Abuja he declared open the 8th ordinary session of the Council of Ministers of Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall. The President said African countries must continue to explore various measures to combat climate change and desertification, while also addressing food insecurity and poverty across the continent. State House correspondent Jide Bonifade reports.
Highlighting the importance of tackling both poverty and climate change on the continent, President Muhammadu Buhari states that it is important to emphasize that for Africa, mitigation and adaptation methods for climate change must be mindful of the fact that Africa is confronted with, perhaps most importantly, the existential problem of extreme poverty.
The flag off of a tree planting exercise.
Represented by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, the President says both must be addressed.
Nigeria believes that protecting our planet, its biodiversity and climate are essential to our collective survival. The impact of climate change is upon us. All over the continent, drought and desertification, increasing conflicts over pasture and water, food insecurity, loss of livelihoods, and youth migration, among others, characterize the environment.
While commending the current initiatives by the international technical and financial partners for pledging financial resources to support the implementation of the Great Green Wall, the President calls for financing to help preserve African rainforests, which he notes absorb no less than 1.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide yearly.
The commitment of every nation will be important in meeting the deadline of the Decade on Ecosystem Restoration Agenda 2021 to 2030. Having also fulfilled the payment of our outstanding contribution of about $654,291 US, I'm also glad to pledge the sum of $550,000 US only as our contribution to the building of the Great Green Wall, Secretariat. I call on other member countries to follow suit by contributing towards the building of a befitting office for the PAGGW.
Vehicles were also donated by the Nigerian government for the use of the Great Green Wall Secretariat. The president flags off the 2022 tree planting campaign, calling on states governments to replicate the same across their various states so that Nigeria can meet its pledge of planting 25 million trees in the next 2 years. From the State House Conference Center, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
In party politics, the presidential standard bearer of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has announced the governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, as his running mate for the 2023 general election. Timothy Yusuf reports.
It was an apprehensive Thursday at the National Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party, especially in the face of numerous speculations surrounding the choice of a running mate to the PDP presidential standard bearer, Atiku Abubakar.
We should all take the results, and after that, we should all come together and unite as one.
The moment finally came with the National Caucus of the party joining the National Working Committee to curiously listen to Atiku.
He is a serving governor who has demonstrated in his state and through his conduct that governance is about service to the people. Please join me in welcoming to the ticket the next Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Governor Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa.
I accept wholeheartedly, and in accepting so, I want to pledge that I'm going to stay loyal and committed to the course of this battle.
Contrary to all the speculations in the social media, the National Working Committee or the party didn't select one name for the candidate.
A certificate of return was immediately presented to the PDP presidential running mate, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Dr. Okowa was subsequently screened by the Tommy Kimi-led screening committee set up by the PDP National Working Committee to screen the running mate before forwarding his name to INEC. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
In a related development, following the election of former Lagos Governor and APC national leader Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as APC presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, former Ogun State Governor and serving Ogun Central Senator Abeokuta Amosun has pleaded with Nigerians to support the success of the candidate and the party at the election for sustainable development in Nigeria. Senator Amosun stated this at a grand reception by the All Progressives Congress, APC Ogun State, in his honor. Lekon Agbonde has more.
For playing a major role at the just concluded APC presidential primary in Abuja, where he stepped down his ambition for former Lagos State Governor and national leader of APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, which led to his election as the party standard bearer. APC chieftains and party members converged on the amphitheater at Cape Palace, Abeokuta, to express their gratitude to Senator Abeokuta Amosun. It was an occasion to underscore the leadership qualities of Senator Amosun, which some party chieftains described as rare.
He's a committed Democrat. He's committed to the party APC. He has given up his own personal interest for the interest of all.
Overwhelmed by the turnout and their hospitality, Senator Abeokuta Amosun says his belief in equity, justice, fairness, national unity and interest of the Yoruba race motivated him to drop his ambition for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who later emerged as the party's standard bearer in the 2023 general elections. He called on Nigerians to see the emergence of Bola Tinubu as a joint project which they must all stand by for its success.
I want the presidency to come to the southwest. And lo and behold, Almighty God has answered that prayer. And ultimately, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is our flag bearer, will be the president of this great nation. Please, as you are doing for me, please do it for our flag bearer. Pray for APC, support APC. Let us all campaign round, because this is the only country that we have. We do not have any other country.
As someone who holds traditional institutions in high esteem, Senator Abeokuta Amosun had earlier paid homage to Alake of Egbaland, Obadedotun Aremu Gbadebo in his palace.
Continue to work very hard for the greatness of this country. We would never be tired of doing this.
He later joined his supporters and party loyalists on a walk round the metropolis. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
Ogun State government says it will continue to partner relevant stakeholders in the power sector for sustainable and economic development of the state. Deputy Governor of the state, Noimot Salako Oyedele, stated this at the second Bolude Oyebolu Distinguished Engineering Lecture in Abeokuta. Akin Jimo's report is represented.
The Nigerian Society of Engineers and the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, Abeokuta chapter, organized the second Bolude Oyebolu Engineering Distinguished Lecture to mark the 92nd birthday anniversary of an engineering icon who is the 12th president of NSC, Venerable Philip Bolude Oyebolu. Speaking on the topic, distribution substation enhancement as a clue to incessant Nigeria's national grid system collapse, a member of NSC, Kola Balogun, who suggested solutions to the constant national grid system collapse, advocated enhancement of distribution substations across the country to ensure uninterrupted power supply in the country.
And the enhancement will address the problem of dilapidation in the downstream. So once we start isolating that, then we can now go into the drawing board. How do we make our system to be stable? We need to improvise the SCADA to ensure that the frequency stabilities are put in place, to ensure that powers are drawn as at when need, and when it's not needed, there are protection for it.
Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Noimot Salako Oyedele, who is also an engineer, says the state government will continue to partner relevant stakeholders to revolutionize the sector.
We look forward to future collaborations with you. I want to say to you that this government is looking to make Ogun State a center, export processing center right across. And, you know, we have to work together to see that not only are you providing things for us in Nigeria, but even how can you be an exporter?
Stakeholders at the event bear their minds on solutions to incessant grid collapse in the country.
We should keep doing what we need to do, promote engineering, celebrate our own, and we should continue to look for solutions to our myriad of problems, including, of course, power.
We can't just continue like this. I believe federal government is doing the right thing by already trying to ensure that states also can generate their power themselves so as to move forward.
The birthday celebrant in whose honor the program was organized, Venerable Phillips Bolude Oyebolu, represented, and his wife, Mrs. Margaret Oyebolu, appreciated the gesture.
It's remarkable. We're proud of what they've done for us. It is quite heartwarming.
High point of the event was the presentation of award to deserving Nigerians for their outstanding contribution to national development and cutting of the birthday cake.
You're tuned to Channel 12 News on NTA Abeokuta. More news after the break. Please stay.
God! Me, wait, don't they hungry? Everybody knows, say, I be real person. Even for my acting. Now, original. Enjoy my people. As now they see me so, I know they joke with anything where they bring rich flavor, total nutrition, and great taste. Like my Checkers custard make 3-in-1. the Totorica, Bangba, and rich custard.
Can someone get these two out of my set now?
Good thing good, I beg. I no go lie. This na custard.
Checkers. Na custard be that.
Welcome back. And our business news. Only Lagos, Delta, Kaduna, and 2 other states pay pensions as shipping company partners firm to recycle used tires. Details in our business news segment with Rhoda Bonifadi.
Only 5 states are paying pension under the contributory pension scheme as more workers retired by the end of the first quarter of 2022, findings have reviewed. This development has generated concern for the National Pension Commission because many of the states that have joined the CPS have not started making preparations or set funds apart for the pension payments. PENCOM listed the states that were funding the accrued rights of the retirees and paying pension under the CPS to be Lagos, FCT, Osun, Kaduna, and Delta State. Data obtained from the PENCOM showed that 25 states, including Ogun State, had enacted laws on the CPS and that out of them, 15 had pension bureau and board in line with the CPS. APM Terminals Apapa have signed a memorandum of understanding with an indigenous firm to recycle its used tires. Speaking during the MOU signing ceremony in Lagos, the terminal manager said the MOU was in furtherance of the effort towards reducing the harmful effect of industrial waste on the environment. And that's all on our business news segment. Over to you, studio.
Thank you, Rhoda. On the entertainment scene, talented Nigerian music maker Blaze Beats becomes Nigeria's most sought-after music producer as Mount Zion Films confirms Pastor Adeboye biopic titled Enoch. Let's join Oluwaseyi Adeleye for details on entertainment news.
The talented Nigerian music maker Blaze Beats, whose real name is Marcel Akunwata, has been around for a while but was sparsely noticed until his production work on Techno Suru, a chart-topping single which would go on to open up opportunities for the young music producer to work with the likes of Tiwa Savage, Skibi, Adekunle Gold, Kiss Daniel, King Perry, and most recently scoring his international debut with production credits in the soon-to-be-released single by American singer Chris Brown, featuring Afrobeat connoisseur Wizkid. The beatmaker's progressive trajectory since 2022 has been nothing short of awe-inspiring and confounding, scoring production credits on the biggest singles released across Africa in the past 2 years, which earned him the top spot on Turntables chart top 20 producers on radio in Nigeria Q1 2022, and also grabbing a nomination at the Halley's Award 2022 in the Best Producer category. A biopic set to follow the life and ministry of one of Nigeria's most revered man of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, is officially in the works at Mount Zion Films. The Christian film production company recently unveiled a teaser poster for the biopic titled Enoch on its social media platforms, confirming the production. The announcement, however, hints that it will center on the 80-year-old minister's childhood, calling, and ministry. Lastly, Nollywood actor and comedian Ime Bishop Umo, popularly known as Oko in Lagos, has shocked many as he vowed to sell his vote. Revealing the price he wants, Bishop Umo said he only needs 1,460,000 naira. And that's all on entertainment news. Oluwaseyi Adeleye.
That concludes Channel 12 News. I'm Ayala Balogo. Good evening.
Me wey don dey hungry.
Èmi gan-an òyì ti fẹ́ máa kọ́ mi.
Everybody knows say I be real person, even for my acting. Na original. Enjoy my people. As na dey see me so, I no dey joke with anything wey dey bring rich flavor, totori nutrition, and great taste. Like my Checkers custard make 3-in-1, the Totorica, Bangba, and rich custard.
Can someone get these two out of my set now?
Good thing good, I beg. I no go lie. This na custard.
Checkers. Na custard be that.